Well, Marge, as I called her, Margie, was very meaningful in my life as a young teenager. I came to know the Lord through a Billy Graham crusade here in Indianapolis when I was a young teenager, and one of the first people I met was Marge. And she was like a spiritual mom to me. She took me under her wing, and she taught me how to live for God. And so when I would go visit her in her home there in Speedway, she always had her Bible. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. She always had her Bible propped up on the table. She always had her Bible propped up on the table. And I could tell she'd been reading from it. So that showed me how important it was to stay in the Word of God. She encouraged me at that time. She said, Judy, you're a young teenager. Why don't you go to Bible school, and up there you're going to meet a Swedish man and you can get married. So I took her word. I went to Minneapolis to North Central Bible College, as it was called then. And instead of meeting a Swedish man, I met a young man whose family was from Finland, and that was Ralph. So I always tell my children and my grandchildren, you know what? If it wasn't for Margie, you wouldn't be here. And so speaking of my grandchild right now, like Neil said, she had a real heart for missions. She kind of put that in my heart too. And right now, right today, at this moment, our son is in Ghana, Africa, and he's spreading the gospel there. So it's fulfilling, through Margie, so to speak, a heart for missions and carrying the gospel forward. And one other short thing I want to say about Marge. She used to drop in, she and Bob, on their bicycles, and just to visit. So someday I'm going to see Margie riding her bicycle in heaven. Thank you.